in your life that you are supposed to do, then it finally will come aligned, as you said before. Relationships and friends and your finance. So everything mm, should be aligned, of course.
Yes, right. Yeah, it's mhm.
Yeah, by the way, so if coming back to this term happiness, right? So is it supposed to be, well, a selfish idea or spreading happiness among people around you, or is it only about yourself? So what's your point, guys?
Mm. Mhm. Well, um,
Is it about
yeah,
making
yeah.
someone happy or
I
making
guess.
just you happy?
Uh, so
That's different a
you
lot.
put forward
Oh.
a really interesting issue for us to answer. Uh, I believe that is impossible to be happy by yourself. It's because happiness, you can be happy having happy people around you, and at least that feeling, having happiness. Um, uh, you can be happy by helping people, helping them out. Yes, you cannot be happy just stay at home and waste your time, because happiness is an energy and spreading around. It is impossible just see, for me at least, to the best of my knowledge, sit under the tree and be happy, thinking about myself constantly. It is should be taking, or mm, mm, we should look at the happiness through mm, through people, and through help, and through energy, and through devotion to people, through things which we can give them. That's my point. And maybe it works out. At least I feel like it works out when I started teaching and spreading my energy, my knowledge. And that is define happiness. And by the way, happiness is not about just thinking of yourself, of course, because what's the point of existence, by the way? What's the point of life thinking about yourself and be happy? Sure, maybe if you find yourself in monastery and sanctuary, and you can pray for people, and of course at that case, but who knows, it's kind of really uh, complicated issue, and so we should think about that a lot.
Yeah, sitting somewhere on the top of the mountain and praying God will not make you free because you pray, for God to give you things. So you depend on somehow anyway. So it looks like you're a boss above you. And well, talking about this. Yeah, you have to be kind
Well,
of free of society, but anyway, you have to be, well, how to say, delivering some, well, values to the society at the same time. So you have to be,
Indeed.
donating your positive energy at the same time.
Exactly, yes. That's what I also wanted to know, that being free from society doesn't mean that you are free from connections between people in the society. So you, of course, should give something to something good to society, or maybe to just one person or a group of persons or for people, and then you will get some feedback, maybe not in speech, in words, but if you know that you make something something important, something useful for anybody in this world, then you understand that there is a sense in your, I don't know, in your life, and this what really makes a person happy. And if you will go on and develop this these kinds, these skills, then you will gain money and career and love, friendship, and everything, because you're a person who is interesting and who who can give something good to other people. They will people needs someone like this person. I think so.
Hmm.
And I would go a little bit further in terms of happiness. Look at the manifestation. Like if you are manifesting yourself through service to society and to people, that would bring you happiness through that process. Because what I comprehended or realized through teaching and spreading the knowledge, I feel like I'm meaningful, and I feel like I have an energy to spread, and so that's what for me happiness is about. Just be able to help, and of course it does you good from the other side.
Well, but
Because
what brought you this meeting? What made you meaningful?
what brought me
Is it
to
about
this
your feeling, or is it based on other people's feedbacks to you,
that's good.
like response?
Of course, at the first time when I began teaching, and it was kind of my step, yeah, but while I were moving forward towards, and I was starting getting a lot of feedbacks from people that made me felt elevated, uplifted, and this process I could see, and of I'm getting involved with that process, with that stuff, and actually it filled me with really good energy, replenished myself through that energy, and it kind of process, reversal process, coming back, and what goes around comes around. That is how it works for me. And because once upon a time I used to be just a manager at office, and I had never had such feeling before, because I feel that I was suppressed constantly, and everything what I am trying to do is never accepted by people around me, at almost, in many cases, not always, in many cases, and that is made me feel unhappy, and make me feel okay. So maybe I was doing something wrong, but I came to conclusion there's nothing like random things, because the point is, for me, if you have around you people having that feeling or ready to give that feeling happiness to you or knowledge, so you could inevitably doing well, and that is my point. Kind of, I'm trying to lay out maybe in kind of some complicated way.
Well,
And
you got the point anyway, and well, you got to find some reflection, right, in people's hearts. So towards what you do. So if you do
sure,
good to them, you could eventually find some good outcome. So
sure.
based on their feedbacks given to you.
Yeah,
You have to be recognized by people. So it means what you do to them, so bears some value.
of course, of course. If, by the way, if we look at the psychology, what psychology tell us, everybody has their demands. Demands might be shifting. Needs. We all have needs. Yeah, that maybe it's a kind of, you know, easiest way to say, but yeah, and everything starts with your needs. And you, for example, at the bottom of level, we have some demands in terms of life, like safety, food, house, and but after as you are moving up, your demands, you have maybe more and more uplifted demands, like you want to fulfill yourself and has this fulfillment. And at some point, maybe when we are